Hello and welcome to my list for the top 10 top 5 missiles. Number 5. Number 5 is the AGM-28 Hound Dog, developed in 1959 for the United States Air Forces to help fight the Soviets. It was such an important missile that Elvis wrote a song about it. And John Kennedy gave a speech about it to the entire nation.
I don't think our prestige is so high that we can't do better. I don't think the communists are about to collapse. I believe we have to build.
Hamburg missiles.
We have to stand for freedom. We have to demonstrate some vigor in our foreign policy.
It's a nice air-launched cruise missile. It looks pretty fancy. It looks like a little 60s missile. You look at this and go, man, this was made in the 60s. It cost $690,000. That's a pretty good missile. Number 4 is the Popeye. I don't know anything about this missile, but it looks pretty cool. I like the name. I'd like to think it's run with spinach. And I mean the wiki, there's not much on this wiki here. Israel owns it, I guess. Yeah, I mean Popeye. Okay, now onto the podium. You all saw this one coming at some point. It's the SM-65 Atlas, the first operational intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, developed by the US of A. This thing's pretty cool. You can still see it today at aerospace museums. They used retired Atlas ICBMs to launch satellites. This sucker is huge. It's 85 feet tall. It's 16 feet wide. It weighs 260,000 pounds. And, it's got a pretty good win rate, like 50% or something. That's better than my league games, so you gotta give it props for that. Number 2 is the KH-47M2 Kinzhal, or as its enemies call it, the Killjoy, because it blows people up. You know what I always say, the more money, the more missile. And this missile costs over 10 million US dollars. So it's gotta be deadly. It's gotta be freaking huge, effective. I mean, it costs so much money. Everyone knows a government would never waste money. And now, the number 1 missile. It's gotta be the BGM-109 Tomahawk Land Attack Missile. This is the missile you think of when you're thinking missile. This sucker gets launched by submarines. It looks like a torpedo. This is the missile. Everybody knows this thing. This sucker has been in service since the age-old year of 1983, and it's still kicking. It's still swimming. And, I had to put it at number 1 because I could not let the communists win. And it's overall just pretty nice. It's got a nuclear warhead. It's uh, missile. Thank you for so much for watching. If you disagree with my picks, leave your picks down in the comments below. And if you want to get more top 5 lists, you can click on the left for my video on the top 5 frogs. You won't believe what's at number 1. And if you like more missile videos, you can check out my epic missile prank I pulled on my neighbor by clicking the video on the right. Like, subscribe, rate 5 stars. I'll see you guys next time.